Welcome back to our message recap, where we go over the messages that we had the previous Sunday, started a new series. It's actually a little different than we've done in the past. It's more like a going over another book, and we've never done that other than the Bible had another book as a reference for our messages. And this book is called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. And it talks about hurry, being busy. That's what the message was this week.
Yeah, it's Fauci.
Guys. It's about being distracted and on your
Look at that.
on your phone. Guys.
What?
Yeah, we're talking about the message.
Just
about
a sec.
being distracted,
Nice.
being busy.
Okay, what do you want?
Okay, we're going over the message recap.
Oh,
message
yeah, we had that.
on Sunday. Yeah, It was about hurry and busy.
Busy.
Yes,
Distracted
distraction.
and out of order priorities. And
That list was pretty
irritability
damning,
and
I guess. I don't know. I checked off way more than I wanted to.
I wonder how many people were honest with themselves when going through that list.
That's not me.
That's not me.
I think the big question was, how often am I like that? Everybody could say, well, I'm not always like that. I'm not
always.
I don't think that was the point of the question is, how often do you feel this or this or this? It's quite regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this a defining trait
Yeah.
of your personality and who you are? So,
Right.
yeah. So, anyway, I assume you covered all the series stuff.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh.
We just got into it.
Okay.
So we're just
Wasn't
getting
paying
started.
attention.
I know you were a little busy,
I wasn't
a little
paying
distracted,
A little distracted.
and you were getting in one of your 2,600 touches on your
Yeah,
phone. Oh
well,
no,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, you're a millennial. 5,200
How am I gonna
touches.
How am I gonna reach that
Yeah.
amount unless I'm on it all day long?
Yep.
So,
100%.
so yeah, this series is really about. The book is called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, but about busy, about distractions, about not doing the things that are really most important in our lives. And this first week was just really about admitting to ourselves we've got an issue. So we are more busy than we've ever been with stuff, whether it's good stuff or bad stuff. We're just more busy filling our time. We constantly need stimulation. Is that a word?
Stimulation.
Stimulation. There it is. Couldn't think of what the word was. And what that's doing to not only just our lives and the people we love, but really the focus of this series is going to be what's that doing to our relationship with God and our ability to connect with Him. And I've heard it from people for years. You've heard it longer. We've talked about it in small group. People who never really experience God's presence in their life.
Yep.
And one of the lines he puts in there, I made a big deal about it in the message too, was so often we think it's God who's absent from the equation. And I just think most of the time it's we're too distracted to even give Him time. We don't know how to sit with God. We don't know how to experience His presence. We're so used to physical go, do, fill my life up, that when we try to connect with God who is spirit, we sit there, didn't get anything, got to go back to my phone and check, my emails and TikTok and that sort of stuff. So we're going to get into how to do all that later on in the series, but this one was just, we got to address this first. This is a problem, and do you want it to be different, or are you happy with the way it is right now? So
Right.
I think to answer that question, most of us, no matter what the question is, do you want that? Yeah, but I want that too. I want
more.
Yeah, I want to experience God, but I also want to do this. And I think there are certain things in life we have to realize that a choice has to be made. We've talked about for years the idea that the reason many of us don't experience God is because we live, like you just said, we live in a loud world. Well, we have to quiet ourselves enough to connect spiritually. God's not connecting with us physically. Well, in order to do that, we have to quiet everything. And I think that's where Sunday's message was, to get us to realize that we're not quieting, we're making everything louder. We're making everything busier. We're filling this idea of solitude is almost a curse word today. And it doesn't help that business is telling us, oh, you want to be efficient, accomplish all you can, Hey, don't waste your time driving to work. Listen to a podcast. Don't do the, fill, go, go, go. Hey, don't be efficient, be all you can be. I don't want to be all I can be. I just want to be, you know what I mean? Like, be all you can be and work this and make your time so that you get up this way, you exercise, and then you do this, then you do that, and you do that. Like, wait a minute. We're almost kidding ourselves by thinking busyness is a good thing. And you mentioned that. We almost wear it as a badge. I'm really busy, like I'm successful. Really, you're dying, okay?
Right.
Like, hello? It's just such a lie. And another huge thing we have all either fallen for or tempted to fall for is, well, that's not a bad thing. Bringing the kids to sports is a good thing because, boy, they learn how to work with others and they learn how to lose. Well, that would depend on the parents. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. But this idea that, well, gosh, it's not bad to go fishing. It's not bad to have a hobby. It's not bad. You're right. In and of itself, it's not bad.
It might not be.
What is it pushing out of your life could make it bad? That point is anything that keeps us from experiencing a relationship with God could be sinful. I mean, I would love to just boldly say that's sinful. If that's keeping you from God, what's the difference? And you could have went on, but hey, what's the difference?
The big ones.
What's the difference if I'm doing something good or if I'm doing something bad? The results are the same. I'm not with God.
Right. Nobody in our culture views answering emails on your phone as
evil.
Sinful,
right?
As evil. But if it replaces time that you could be quiet and focusing, or I don't want to get too much into the rest of the series, but if it replaces time with God, I would say that is a sin.
Yeah.
Right.
And not that you have to, you don't have to be a monk and move to the Himalayas and like all day long.
Right.
But we have swung the pendulum so far the other way that there's zero margin for God.
Right.
Can you be mindful of God throughout the day while you're doing other things? Absolutely you can. This is not gonna be let's all be Amish together. But man, we've got to adjust back to a healthy place.
I will guarantee if we don't have those times of quiet with God, that mindful of God will fade away to nothing.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then we'll just have a memory of when I did that and think we're still okay. But we're not. We're not being fulfilled, connected with God. And we don't want to blow the rest of the series, but there's a reason why we are driving ourselves so busy.
Yeah.
And
driving ourselves busy.
We are driving ourselves busy because we think in that we will find what God gives us.
Yeah.
We think I will find fulfillment, contentment, peace,
and when
value.
It doesn't, we just add one more thing.
Just go more. Well, I'm not there yet. I got to drive harder.
Yeah.
Whoa, those things never will.
Nope. And I think it was pretty telling that the stat that you gave about the number one website this in 2021.
That blows my mind.
It finally knocked Google down to TikTok. And it makes sense because I don't have time. And they're 30-second to a couple minute videos. I just, real quick, I get my information and I'm gone.
I have a
or
question.
I get my quick dopamine fix,
Yep.
Just
I
can
get
watch
my
5
hit.
videos, laugh a little bit, move on, and there we go. I feel good again.
My question, because I don't understand it, I thought Google could be it's like an encyclopedia.
It's like
you
it's a
go
search
to
engine.
Google for information, facts, things you need that can be helpful to doing a report, doing whatever. And TikTok doesn't have that at all, right?
Well, see,
Is TikTok purely like recreation?
There are a lot of big other platforms that are elsewhere, news outlets, those sorts of things. Everybody's getting on TikTok. So there's available stuff on there, but TikTok is primarily entertainment.
Right. But it's just like Facebook is primarily entertainment or keeping family in the know or whatever you want to use Facebook for. But there are
Let's be honest.
a group-
Facebook's to make other people jealous. Come on.
sure
That's
that too.
Instagram.
That's what Insta's for. There are people. There is a group of people that, and guilty as charged. I've done it as well. Find their news on Facebook, where they'll see an article. And then delve deeper into it, or they'll just read the headline and go off of that. TikTok's the same way. People will start getting their information and their news and their day-to-day what's going on in the world off of TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's really quick. 30 seconds, go to the
So there
next one.
can
30
be
seconds,
some
go.
value besides recreation.
It can also be very dangerous because who's
Well, yeah,
to
you're
say that
getting
that information's
right.
true?
There is some good stuff on there. Like I said, there's some reputable sources out there that put content out. There's actually TikTok. The way their platform works is they deliver content to you that you want. So the more you interact with this certain comedian or this certain thing, the more you like, comment, view,
It will feed you that.
the more it feeds you that sort of stuff. So there's actually quite a few people that I see on a pretty regular basis that do encourage you about God and Christianity sort of stuff. So there's stuff there, but what would you say? 98% of it is just stupid entertainment.
Right. It's mind numbing. That's
Yeah.
all it is. Yeah, it's a distraction. Yep.
You
Yeah.
can't even sit on the toilet and no.
Oh, phone's got to come out. It's
You gotta
TikTok time.
scroll. So
Yep. There's
And,
even jokes
got
about
problems.
this.
One of the
Yeah.
dangers of our busyness is we never leave ourselves time to think.
no. Well, thinking's hard. Thinking might reveal something about me I don't like, and so let's just avoid all of that and just let's just numb ourselves with the buzz of. I think he said in one of those things on the list, digital distraction.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, man,
100%.
That's
Especially
us.
in this day and age. Yeah. Digital distraction for sure. Yep. But it was a good week. Good intro week.
I wish more people would have been here, but
That's yeah.
I can say that every single week we ever do anything. So
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Every week
Oh.
for the last 25 years
Yeah.
is what do we do with this? Every week there's something God says, there's a valuable, life-changing thought, message, whatever. Like, what do we do with it except just add it to, oh, that's really cool. Now I know more facts. I'm going to go tell the people at work, hey, do you know how many times people... That's not the point of this. The point of this is to go home and contemplate it. Think about it.
Right.
Dwell on it. Talk to God about it. But this is part of the problem. We're not doing that because we're doing everything else. So maybe we could start this week with just, hey, let's put everything aside and just contemplate, dwell, meditate on busyness and where am I busy? And to take that time. But you see, you can't even do that unless you put something away.
Right.
Something has got to go.
Yeah, go back and watch the message again. And when he gets to the part where that list is, be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself about, is he talking about me? Is this me? Is this me some of the time? Is this me all of the time? Am I this way once a week?
And whether
go ahead.
whether I feel like it or not, I may have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I talked to a couple after service. I went up to, I know them, and the first thing they said was, I feel personally attacked. Like, well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were here then. So,
Yeah. Exactly. Because that shows the sign of, yes, I have an issue.
yeah.
You
right.
know, and hey, to be self-aware enough to say, yeah, most of that was me, or even some of that was me, is pretty. It's a good thing. It's pretty awesome to be self-aware enough to go, okay, I have a problem. Now the next step, which comes into the next weeks.
And maybe this whole week, just to be thinking about catching yourself. Wow, I'm just filling time. Wow, I'm just... be aware.
When you're doing it,
Be aware.
oh, this is it. This is what that list was. Oops, I'm doing it again.
I feel like we need to cover like 3/4 of what we talked about next week again before we get into like the step one. Like we can't even jump into it until I have a problem.
I acknowledge I have a problem now.
Yep. Otherwise, I don't know. Next week's not going to matter.
My name is Kevin, and I am a busyholic.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah. So anyway,
Hurryholic. Hurryholic.
Hurryholic. You should probably think about stuff before you say it.
That doesn't happen. So.
oh,
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll see you in person next week, and you can watch the message about what do we do with this issue now that we've addressed that it exists.
Yep.
What do we do to get over that? We'll see you next week, and we'll see you next week on the recap.